It is time to move to what will become what we call our new normal, for as long as the coronavirus is with us. Cabinet decided this morning that the country should now move to alert level 1. The move to alert level 1 will take effect from midnight on Sunday, the 20th of September 2020. This move recognizes that levels of infections are relatively low and that there is sufficient capacity in our health system to manage the current need. The move to alert level 1 will mean a further easing of restrictions on gatherings. Social, religious, political, and other gatherings will now be permitted as long as the number of people does not exceed 50% of the normal capacity of a venue or the facility. But this must only be to a maximum of 250 people for indoor gatherings and 500 people for outdoor gatherings. The maximum number of people who may attend a funeral is increased from 50 to 100 due to the higher risk of viral transmission at funerals. Night vigils are still not permitted. Venues for exercise, recreation, and entertainment, such as gyms and theaters, which were limited to no more than 50 people, will now be allowed to accommodate up to 50% of their venue's capacity as determined by the available floor space, subject to social distancing and other health protocols. Existing restrictions on sporting events remain in place. One of the earliest measures we took to contain the spread of the virus was to severely restrict international arrivals and to close our borders. With a move to alert level 1, we will gradually and cautiously ease restrictions on international travel. We will be allowing travel into and out of South Africa for business, leisure, and other travel with effect from the 1st of October 2020. This is subject to various containment and mitigation measures. Travel may be restricted to and from certain countries that have high infection rates. A list of those countries will be published, and it will be based on the latest scientific data that we will be able to get on those countries. Travelers will only be able to use one of the land border posts that have remained operational during the lockdown, or one of the 3 main airports: King Shaka International, OR Tambo International, and Cape Town International airports. On arrival, travelers will need to present a negative COVID-19 test results not older than 72 hours from the time of departure, from whence they will have come from. Where a traveler has not done a COVID-19 test prior to departure, they will be required to remain in mandatory quarantine at their own cost. All travelers will be asked to install the COVID Alert South Africa mobile app. Countries that have used this type of app have been able to manage the coronavirus pandemic quite effectively. In preparation for the reopening of our borders, South African missions abroad will open for visa applications, and all long-term visas will be reinstated. The tourism sector is one of our greatest economic drivers. We are ready to open our doors again to the world and invite travelers to enjoy our mountains, our beaches, our vibrant cities, and our wildlife game parks in safety and confidence. Also, as part of the gradual return to regular economic and social activity, the hours of curfew have been changed. The curfew will now apply between midnight and 4 a.m. The sale of alcohol at retail outlets for home consumption is now permitted from Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 1700. Alcohol will be permitted for on-site consumption in licensed establishments only and with strict adherence to the curfew. The move to alert level 1 removes many of the remaining restrictions on economic activity, although it may be some time before it is safe and capable for all sectors to return to full operation. Global and domestic demand and supply of goods and services for some sectors will remain low for the foreseeable future, regardless of the lifting of restrictions. It is therefore vital that we move with urgency to rebuild our economy, to restore growth, and to create jobs.